Now we're going off on a little ride because Guillaume, I believe is how you pronounce his name, the guy who challenged the Shalmar and lost and got injured, has urgent matters for me off in the medical tent. So we're off to ride to meet with him. The urgency of the message kind of makes me regret not doing it sooner, but it got lost in the storm of quests. Much like the main story right now. But I'm happy to put the main story off for a while because there's a whole world to explore. Just like we did with the main campaign. It took me 120 episodes to do the main story. There's just all the other stuff in the way. Okay. I'm just gonna leave you here. You enjoy being kind of stuck here. I don't really feel like trying to figure out how to navigate you out of there.
I have a matter of prime urgency and import. I must speak to you.
How did you see me from over there? That's amazing.
Your wound. Feeling better?
It's healing splendidly, though I am to avoid trouble for some time. To be frank, that is precisely why I wish to speak with you.
Want me to stand in for you? Take on some trouble on your behalf?
That could very well be the case. You see, there is a maiden, nay, a lady. I suspect someone's cast an ill spell upon her. A curse, perhaps.
Let me guess. She suddenly grew cold, haughty, and distant, though the night before she was flirtatious and alluring.
Tut tut, Witcher. You jest, yet the matter is grave. Though true, the lady in question is dear to my heart. I shall not deny it. I fear she has fallen victim to ill magic, and knows no one she could turn to for help.
What makes you think she might be cursed?
You must keep all I say to yourself, I beg you. I would never dare to be so indiscreet normally, yet I'm troubled about her, for her. Vivienne shuns the company of others. Though the fairest maid at court, she keeps men at a distance. I thus determined I would resort to trickery.
Trickery? That even befitting of a knight?
In war, yes. And what is love if not battle? As it were, one evening I crouched in hiding outside her seamstress's home. As Vivienne emerged from it, I too emerged, ever so gently but convincingly collided with her, then promptly offered to escort her home. She consented. At first, all augured well. I proposed a more scenic route. She agreed. I made kindly forays into conversation, and she even began to respond as we neared the end of our route.
Then suddenly,
mid-speech, from her mouth there flew a most hideous shriek. I stopped stone cold in my tracks while she turned red, then promptly ran off. I did not give chase that time. I attempted to approach her on several ensuing occasions, to learn what had happened, for I feared she had become entangled in some trouble. I noted that often, come night, she ventures into the woods, where I've seen her walk about a glade near a pool. I've striven on occasion to follow her, but lost track each time. It seemed then she'd melted into the air.
notice any other strange behavior, additional symptoms?
No, Vivienne's avoided me wholly since the first encounter. But folk gossip.
What about?
They say she's secretive, that no one ever sees her after dusk, that she's wont to suddenly disappear.
Nothing unusual about any of that.
So she disappears at night. She's been seen around the rim of a pool, but then people following her lose her. If we're doing, since a lot of this game is about fairy tales and stuff like that, that's probably the lady in the lake.
Sound you heard. She might have just had a sore throat.
Had I thought it possible the sound was natural, I never would have taken up your precious time.
Tell me more about Vivienne. Who is she? What's her story?
She's Her Enlightened Highness's lady-in-waiting. Her mother was a lady-in-waiting, her father a knight. That is all I've learnt, for the Duchessa grows angry when asked about her. Vivienne spends her days within the palace walls. Yet we are in luck, for she has been named the Tourney's patroness this year. Thus, each participant will be granted an audience with her.
Got a problem then. See, I'm not a participant.
I've devised a solution already. You shall take my place in the lists and thus gain the chance to speak to her. I was looking forward to winning the tourney, very much so. Yet for Vivienne, I am prepared to sacrifice anything.
This tourney, how's it work exactly?
It is the year's grandest and most important contest. Knights from all corners come to face off for the grand prize. And more importantly, for glory. A demanding test of knightly prowess in horsemanship, marksmanship and fencing. I qualified for the first time, had great hopes of winning. Yet...
Yeah, I get it. Anything for Vivienne. Fine, I'll look into it. Gotta admit, piqued my curiosity.
I shall be forever in your debt. Now, we must ensure you are not eliminated from the tourney before you can meet Vivienne.
Meaning?
Could you show me how you shoot, ride and fight, perchance? And you must learn the tourney rules, know how to apply them in practice. I did not mean to suggest I doubt your abilities. Everyone must train, even a witcher. Besides, the tourney contests must surely differ, require skills you don't usually apply, races above all. The choice is yours. Where shall we start?
Marksmanship. Feel I need to do some shooting.
This has to be by far the least trained thing of all these things for me.
The marksmanship contest shall pit you against another for the best time and score. He who hits all his targets first wins.
Hope my aim's as good as that Cupid's who shot you.
Sometimes when you speak, I miss the meaning entirely. Hit the red targets!
Obviously, I'm used to locking on.
Still my brother's
Alright,
sling.
gotta remember how this thing works.
Go rat hunting with me.
How does this thing work? Oh, I hold it down and let go. Okay. I always forget how to control this thing. I'm so used to locking on. Good?
Once more?
Done enough shooting.
Where to now? If you wish to know my thoughts, were I you, I would train on the race course ahead of all else.
Let's do some riding. Roach will like that.
Excellent idea!
I feel like I've got a pretty decent track record with the races so far. Until I hit an invisible wall like that one time where it was impossible to do the
Tourney's
race.
differs from others you might have taken part in. You shall not ride against any opponent.
How's it a race at all, then?
It's a race against time. The true track begins in the arena, runs round the tourney grounds, then finishes again in the arena. The training track, however, lies beyond the arena. We shall go there now.
Here we go. But yeah, for those that didn't see the main series, at one point during one of these races, I crashed into an invisible wall that would cross the entire track you're supposed to run on. And it would only affect me on horseback, but it meant that I had to continue the race on foot, which was impossible. So it was impossible. There was a horse race where my horse couldn't get past a certain point because magic. Video games. Is this the location? Sure looks like it.
All is ready. Now listen, for it can be quite a challenge. Along your route stand dummies and targets. The dummies you may cut with your blade. The targets you must hit from your crossbow. The time you have to complete the course shall increase each time you land a strike, be it with blade or bolt. It may sound simple enough, yet I've seen many a knight fail this contest and hang his head in shame. During the race proper, judges throughout the course shall tally your points. For now you may ride unperturbed by those matters.
This does sound complicated. I thought it was just a race. We have to hit things. Mounted combat. Holding down the attack button will trigger slow motion mode, which makes it easier for you to strike your target. Geralt will decide for himself which side to attack from based on your enemy's location. Mounted marksmanship. Holding down the aim button will trigger slow motion mode. While in this mode, Roach will maintain her speed, so you do not need to hold down the gallop button. Interesting. We'll see how this goes. I assume I'll be able to tell which ones I'm supposed to hit with each way. So there's one. Aha! I missed. Or no, no, it says extra time extended. Maybe I hit it. Gotta remember this weapon makes weird whooshy noises instead of the usual. Did I do it right? No? Damn it. Aha! Awkward. I thought I was supposed to crossbow at that time because it looked kind of far away, but nope. We're good. All right, that's one down. This is a little awkward to control. I got this. I got it. I got it. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Is this slow mode? Oh my god, these controls. We did it.
Come on now.
So, have you had enough, or do you wish to ride again?
Had enough. Rather not wear my horse down before the real race.
Where to now?
I understand the controls at the very least. It's probably a good thing to train this, so I should probably do combat training next, because that is not how races have worked in the past, so who knows what twist there might be on combat.
Be nice to swing, do some footwork, work up a sweat.
Very well. We shall practice infantry combat, one-on-one. Each knight opts for his own method. Rainfarn, for instance, fights halberd in hand. Come with me. You will team with other knights to fight. The clash simulates a true skirmish during battle. Come the end, you shall fight a duel. It will determine your place on the podium. I always liked the duels the best, but now I can think only of my Vivienne. In the end, it is good you will replace me. I sense I would simply be distracted this time.
He really is obsessing over her. Makes you wonder if maybe he's not the one under a spell after all. He's had limited interaction with her as far as I can tell. For all the assessing they do. So I crash into people and they freak out, but he just walks straight through them. Only encourages the idea that he's a spell himself.
At the center of the training ground, a knight will approach and challenge you.
It is your honor fitting. Sir, we shall cross swords if you'll allow it. You can. Come! Succumb to death's embrace! Not
oh. Death's embrace, huh? I don't know if that's why we're here, really, sir. You want to calm down a little bit? Can I lock onto you? Am I locked on? Can't seem to lock onto him. Oh well. I have a healing sword, just so you know. That might give me a bit of an advantage in this situation. Oh. How you feeling, buddy? Oh. Ow. Ow. Well, that didn't go well at all. This is why I use spells.
Do you wish to train more?
Could probably use some more practice. Usually fight monsters, not knights.
Should probably practice that again, because that went relatively poorly for me. I'll be the first to admit that my sword fighting skills are incredibly underdeveloped in this game, because I never really use them. Hey, buddy. There we go. It's gotta help out. It's probably the best chance I have is something like that. There we go. It's more safe to attack that way. Just being quick and safe. That's quite an open window for parrying, isn't there? Oh, how did I miss that? Careful. I don't seem to be healing, am I?
I shall bleed you like a stuck pig.
Here we go. Nope. Only really get one hit in at a time. Oh, we're good. Finally won a round. That's a good sign.
I expected you to do well, but not that well.
Yeah, it only took 3 tries. That's how tournaments work, right? I got this.
Think I've seen enough. Sorry to be blunt, but the simplest Witcher contract demands more skill than this kind of combat.
Now you must go to the inscription tent. Honor and glory are all true and good, but your scrolls must be in order.
That said, a simple winter contract allows me to light everything on fire, which has very different demands. Thought we were done with the paper chase, but we're almost immediately being sent off to get our scrolls in order again. Should be relatively straightforward this time. It's a tournament. How complicated could they make it? Maybe very complicated. Oh, look at these names. Palmerum, Talis, Anses, Donimir, Reinfan, Horn, Guy, Lenos, and Delwyn. Isn't Palmerin one of the people that brought me here in the first place? It's too bad his partner's dead, but he seems to be carrying on.
Greetings. Want to join the lists?
Naturally, we must first see to formalities, however. At Guillaume's request, I have looked into your personal history in its heraldic aspects.
Really? What did you come up with?
My findings show you may take part as Geralt of Rivia,
What a surprise.
or as the Honorable Ravix of Fourhorn. It's not every year we have a combatant who can boast of 2 crests. Which do you prefer?
Kinda curious what you could have learned about Geralt of Rivia.
In the year 1267, a certain Geralt, a member of the Witches' Guild, was knighted by Queen Meve and dubbed Geralt of Rivia. This was in honor of his distinguished service at the Battle of the Bridge, said structure spanning the Yaruga. But I wager you know of which battle I speak.
Yeah, those were the days. Kahir and I led a fistful of Nordlings against an entire Nilfgaardian battalion. Won that battle just because we absolutely had to cross the river. Ravix of Fourhorn? How'd you manage to dig that up?
Here in Toussaint, we treat heraldry very seriously. One visit to the ducal archives. That is all I needed to acquire the necessary information. Ravix of Fourhorn was the name under which you attended a feast honoring Princess Pavetta, daughter of Queen Calanthe of Sintra, on the occasion of her 15th birthday.
That's actually right.
There we go. That's interesting. So I've heard that this game is sort of it's not just the swan song to Witcher 3 and the Witcher trilogy, this expansion, but it's also supposed to be supposedly like a love letter to the books too, and has nods to things from then. And as somebody who started and has now played a lot of Witcher 3, but still has only played Witcher 3, I genuinely don't know if this is a nod to Witcher 1 or 2, or if this is a nod to like a book that most players of the games wouldn't even know about. But the idea of donning a fun little crest sounds amusing, especially with that. That crest is like just a woman shrugging on a bear.
The Honorable Ravix will do.
You may now take the shields bearing your crest.
I'm a Witcher. Shields aren't something Witchers ever use in combat.
Who mentioned using it in combat? Not I. The shield commemorates your participation in the tourney. You may take it as a souvenir.
In that case, thanks.
Have you been instructed as to the tourney's challenges, prizes, and vows? If not, I do hope you will allow me to tell you about them.
Guillaume told me a bit about the contests. Rather make sure I'm clear on them, though.
An admirable thirst for knowledge. There are contests 3. A shooting range, where you will compete side by side with an opponent. A horse race, during which you will seek to complete the course within a specified time. Any targets hit with bolts or dummies felt with blade will increase the time you have. Finally, the group melee in the arena, crowned with a duel against last year's champion. As each contest ends, its results will be posted on the board outside my tent. This way, all will be apprised of who leads at any given moment.
Convenient. Gonna come right out with it. I'm a sucker for prizes.
The winner of each contest shall receive a trophy. Whoever has the best result once all contests have played out shall face last year's champion in a final duel for glory and the title. Should you defeat the reigning champion, the grand prize will be yours. This year, a sword forged especially for this occasion by the one and only Cornelius of Isengard, a famed master weaponsmith. Her illustrious highness had it brought all the way from Nazaire.
You say something about vows?
As is our custom, knights make vows to which they hold for the duration of the tourney. Each swears on something which to him represents his most cherished virtue.
Feels like I know everything I'd ever want to know about chivalric tourneys.
Splendid. In that case, you must make your vow. Upon what would you like to swear it?
This'll be fun. Alright, so I can swear on the heroine, lady's love, her illustrious highness's garter. I'd rather not make my vow. So many options. My lady's love, there isn't really a person.
I swear on her grace's illustrious garter to respect the chivalric virtues in competing.
May the gods succor you in your endeavors to overcome. Sign here, please, then fill out these forms. That is all I need from you. Now, as arranged by Guillaume, you shall be fitted with appropriate armor for the tourney.
Shiny.
You have also been assigned a tent for the tourney's duration. It stands near the arena. Good luck.
There's something very video gamey about the concept of having a race where the time keeps getting extended by checkpoints and power-ups. Seems like it'd be a little hard to keep track of in real life. Not bad as far as armor goes. It's kind of a nice look. Unfortunately, I'm sure it gives us none of the benefits we're used to liking to have. Also, I'm completely over-encumbered, so I can't pick up anything of any kind. Yep. It's an entire set of armor that gives me 0 spellcasting bonuses, so it's not going to be very helpful for my normal gameplay, but I don't think I can use spells for any component of what we're about to do here, unless something goes horribly wrong. But yeah, until I dump some stuff off, I won't be able to carry... I won't be able to put anything around. I can't even move fast, can I? Oh no. I hope my tent has storage, because I can't even run right now. There's a bar here. There's a bar. Tell me I can... Tell me. I gotta be able to sell stuff here, right? My inventory. No, I don't want to attack her. Whoops.
Welcome, welcome. Tell me what you'd like.
Ooh, Gwent. In a moment.
Be so kind as to show me what you have to sell?
I've sold just enough hides that I can barely walk again. Just barely. Of course I want to play Gwent. Gwent, Gwent, Gwent. Gwent!
A round of Gwent, maybe?
I am here to destroy you. Let's give this. Let's stick with the current deck. Give it a little more practice. It's been a while. I'll have to remember how my previous deck worked too, though, because I took the other deck, not the Northern Realms, but the other one. Nilfgaard. There we go. I was having trouble thinking of what they're called. The Nilfgaard deck I had something in progress with too. I think I had a position where Nilfgaard and monsters I was comfortable with. I wasn't psyched about Scoia'tael at that point. We've got the minion of Gaunter O'Dim, but we don't have Gaunter O'Dim himself, which could call all of those. 3 hero cards immediately. A coupling card, Spy. 2 spies is pretty good. Not really in a hurry to have Gaunter, the wrong Gaunter. Ooh, Ciri. Alright, that's good. Given what we have here, I'd rather trade the blue stripes. Ooh, second decoy. We'll see how that turns out. I'll go heavy with spies again. Oh, there they go again. How does everyone on the face of the planet have a mysterious elf all of a sudden? Weird. Weird. Alright. Bring in the extra cards. Oh, we got our mysterious elf. He failed to show it for the entire previous game. Out there decoying. Hopefully they'll send it my way and I can decoy them right back. I'll send my mysterious elf out there too. That's another 2 cards. Spies are powerful cards. You gotta just slowly increase the size of your deck, one bit at a time. But they're really most effective when your opponent can't also return the favor. Because if your opponent has their own spies and can also decoy your spies, then they get ahead of you, so then you also start decoying their spies back, and then it becomes a crazy back and forth after... That guy just... He placed a buff card next to his 0 power elf. Weird decision. Alright, play him again. More spies. Ooh, matching set. Those 2 will power each other up. Opponent has already passed. Alright, well I'll just throw more spies out there while he can't do anything about them. I don't have to worry about him throwing them back. Alright, wow. Alright, so we have 6 heroes in my hand. No special effects on any of them, but they have a combined power of 65. 70. Yeah. Combined power of 70 is nothing to joke about. Got a matching pair that'll help each other out, and we have half of 2 other pairs, but no matching sets. I can power up a few cards, and I can scorch people. Given this current setup... Oh, I have 0 power on the field, so I have to play something to win. That's a little rough. I was tempted to scorch, but that would require 2 cards. I'd rather not blow multiple cards, because oftentimes just having the extra cards to spend is what gives you the advantage. But what I could do is just throw Ciri out there, and just spend 1 card beating them, basically. Granted, I'm talking about spending 1 card to beat cards that I myself played in the first place, so it's not lost on me, the fact that it's a Prison of Mound design. But hopefully the things I've drawn will help me out. Ooh. Because we won last round, I got a 3rd Scorch card. Dear lord. Lost track of the fact that I even had that many in the first place. I'm wondering about how many cards I can bait out of him. Because right now, the smart thing to do, I think, is just to waste his time a bit. But I have to go first, which kind of messes my ability to do that. I'm going to save all my hero cards if I can. Let's play some weaker cards. See if I can get him to play anything nasty and really burn through his hand, perhaps. Oh, he's immediately ahead of me. Alright. I could go big. Could go big. Could also just decoy. Yeah. Let's just blow time away. Look, I've got no power on the field. Is he gonna pass already? Nope, he's gonna play another card. Ooh, a muster card. Watching his hand size, it's 10. Nope, hand size did not increase, so the other parts of his muster were not drawn from his hand, but from the deck. That's two, he's down 2 cards, though. I'll let him win the round. It'd be really amazing if he made the mistake of playing another card, unless he has like spies waiting around. Alright, I'll let him win a round. I have a card advantage of 3 now. I'm now going to spend my first several turns blowing all of my heroes. And I just said that out loud, so I just gotta live with that. Hand size of 9, so once again he's only drawing from his graveyard, I mean from his deck. That's pretty lucky. Usually some of them are in his hand somewhere. That happens to me all the time. I throw a muster card down and the rest of the muster set is in my hand. Some of them are in my hand, wasting some of the benefit. The point of throwing down hero cards right now is that my, they don't get affected by Scorch, so I can throw down hero cards to keep building up my side, drawing more stuff out of his deck. Then as he throws powerful cards down, I can Scorch them. That said, I don't know if he will. Those are all 6s now. Don't want him to think he has an advantage, so let's just go ahead and get rid of all 3 of them. That'll draw out more powerful cards, hopefully. What does he do? He has horns? Hang on, I don't recognize that icon, unless I forgot. Scorch Close Combat. Destroy your enemy's strongest close combat units if the combined strength of it... Alright, so that's fine. We don't have... there's no one up there to scorch, so it's all fine. I think I have seen that before, but I forgot about it. I remember the effect, I just don't remember that icon. Nope. He's got a horn on. Yeah, I don't know if he'll play anything more powerful than that, but I've got more heroes to waste time on. He might be running out of monsters already, though, to play. Oh, one more. Okay, front row's getting more powerful. Roche is my last one, then I have to worry about what I'm going to do with my other cards. Could throw a... I could also throw down a horn to waste more time. Oh. Interesting. Could scorch 2 of those guys at once. I think I will. Get the strong one out of the way first, then next one could take out the 2 14s. See if he plays another matching card along the way. Ooh, a resurrection card. Oh! He brought back a... Ooh. After all this far into the game, he brought back a spy. And I don't have any way of playing with that. I guess I'll just have to accept the 1 point he just gave me. Let's go ahead and scorch his 14s. That's a lot less power on his side. My big concern is that if I start playing cards, he's going to scorch them because I don't know what he has. Oh. Oh, that's bad. Oh, so he stalled to the end of the game, and now he's... Or she, I just remember it's the barkeep. She has stalled to the end of the game, and now she's using all of her medics to bring back the spies that have been waiting in the graveyard all this time. And because I don't have any decoys, I can't do much about that. Okay. So what's going to be the most powerful? These are ranged characters. Together they're 10, stacked with their multiplier there'll be 20. This guy will be an 8, this guy will be a 4, but we already have a 5 up there. Interesting, I'm just thinking of how to stall. The ranged characters will probably be fine. Let's go ahead and Fourhorn the ranged column. I'm stalling as long as possible to avoid getting scorched if I can, but the fact that he keeps drawing more cards by resurrecting spies puts me in a tough position. That said, the last guy he gave me is a 5, so he has to overcome a fair chunk of damage to be able to take that out. This guy's a low power character, so he can't be scorched. Oh, in fact, he has a 14 on the field, so if I stay under that, I can't be scorched in general. I probably should have kept one... Yeah, I should have kept one of my scorches a little longer. He's playing more and more 14s now, making me feel silly. But my catapults and whatnot should be safe, now that he has such powerful units on the field. Okay, getting a little concerned now. Getting a little concerned. For now, he is safe too. Once I play this next card, though, we have... Oh! Never mind. He decided to pass, so that was all he had. Because once I played this guy, they were going to become 20s each. So we're about to get really powerful here. And if he had another scorch, he could have taken both of them out, and that would have neutered me pretty bad. But he might have not been able to catch up anyway. Yep, 113. And there I was worrying for a bit. 2 very low power first rounds. That's usually how I play the game. And now I can move enough to run around, and I made 100 crowns. And I got a Warlong ship. That's a new one for me. What is that? New quest, Gwent Never Fear Skellige's here? Interesting, we'll get back to that at some point, I believe. I'm just curious about... I think I just got my first Skellige card. Oh yeah, look. So these are all neutrals, as you'd expect. Where's my Skellige card? Yeah, these are all the neutrals. A lot of them. I've collected quite a bit. The Warlong ship. It's a 6 power siege weapon. It has the tight bond for double power when you have 2 of them on the field. There's my first Skellige card. There we go. So now the 5 decks truly exist. So it's going to be a big set of Viking and pirate themed cards.